Hello YouTube, this is Judging Game 34, and today this is the episode review, Maid of Honor. This episode, oh my god, I absolutely did not expect. This was the episode Bismuth came back. Now, to be fair, we all actually thought Bismuth was going to be coming back when Steven wanted questions about the pink diamond shattering. Of course, that was debunked after he pretty much found out the truth for himself with Pearl. And then we all thought that pretty much they would just need her to unbubble her to fight against the army. Of course, that proved not to be true. So, what it is, Steven Universe, Maid of Honor review, how did this all happen? This episode is pretty much how we all expected it to be in the beginning. It's all pretty much Sapphire, Ruby, Pearl, and Amethyst, as well with Paradox finally. We didn't see her in the other villains. I guess she was not that important to the pink diamond review thing. But besides all that, this is pretty much where Sapphire is planning the wedding. She's happy and everything. And then it looks like everything was going south. He said, oh, we're only inviting 10 people? Okay. And she was pretty much looking at the chairs, and she was pretty much looking at herself and was beginning to realize. And she admitted to Ruby why she was depressed. She's actually upset that all of her gem friends are not going to be there. And she's preferring all the ones that became corrupted or shattered and now are in the bubble room. This has pretty much gotten some ideas and everything. And, well, we pretty much see Steven making the list cards for the put on the seats. And Steven is, well, looking at the door, and I actually thought he was literally going after those gem bubbles. And, however, I was proven to be wrong. He had a note on the card that said, Bismuth. That's right. Bismuth. And, well, you pretty much get where this goes. Bismuth gets unbubbled and everything. She's questioning why and everything. And then next thing you know, she's beginning to get mad because she's looking up and she sees all the bubbles. Because remember, Bismuth was bubbled before the diamond attack, so she doesn't know about the corruption attack. And she actually said, pigs. And she questioned all the other ones with, I think the corrupted gem that we've seen many episodes before and after, well, before actually, she was already pretty much bubbled away. Biggs, that big gem that Jasper had, brown that looked like Ocean Jasper, we can assume, are pretty much, well, you guessed it, corrupted. Yep, I guess this is one of the crystal gems, actually. Besides all that, we pretty much get where this all goes. This thing, and we got other more names besides that, not Snowflake or Crazy Legs, I think? Whatever you call it. Besides all that, we got many different types of names that Bismuth was saying. I can't actually remember the name, since, just to let everyone know, I'm doing these reviews after I've seen the episode. Well, of course, for the last one, since there was a few problems with the computer, but okay, enough talk about my own thing. Let's pretty much get started with the other. Besides all that, pretty much, Bismuth and Steven attack her, but of course they're trying not to. They're just defending themselves by putting the shield, well, no, bubble and hammers up. And pretty much, that thing was immediately destroyed quick thanks to Bismuth, and bubble away again. So, pretty much, Steven goes on a quick explain, of course we don't get actually see it, but we all know what Steven was saying. About the gem war and everything, about the gems. And Bismuth puts her head in the lava saying, and right before I thought, oh, she's fine with this, wow. I'm surprised. This is horrible what the words did. And then next you know, she's screaming out loud saying, oh my stars, it was pink diamond all along. Yeah, pretty much Steven told her that. Now, pretty much what goes on next about all of this, give me a second. Now, pretty much what goes on, she explains what exactly, and she actually made a joke saying, hey Rose, I have made this new weapon, I'm gonna shatter it with you. They share a good laugh, and she pretty much now realized, she yelled to herself, it made all sense now why she did it. Which, she actually did took actually Bismuth's advice. Which, there's a possibility that I'm now thinking about this. Could it be possible that Bismuth was the one who planted the idea into Pink Diamond's mind about shattering herself? But not literally, metaphorically, but because of Bismuth's idea of literally shattering her, she had to be bubbled away for that. The only question is where she was during that time. Well, besides all that time being bubbled away and everything, pretty much Steven explains about the wedding, and pretty much I was just thinking to myself, oh, she knows what a wedding is? And then she immediately questions, hey, what's a wedding? I swear, I got many ideas right and everything, what was going to happen in my head right before it happened. It was hilarious, actually. Anyway, besides all that, pretty much Bismuth is shy and questioning about herself. And pretty much Steven said, you could be the maid of honor. And they're all questioning what exactly Steven pointing at. Saying, can I drink this now? Amethyst says. Because everyone thinks she was talking to Pearl right behind. Most importantly, it's Pearl! Or, he was basically, and Bismuth was not there. The blanket was pretty much gone, and Bismuth was just, well, not there. Of course, it was all obvious where Steven was going, to the burning room. Which, actually, this is something I was thinking. It was pretty much about the statue in Bismuth's place. Of course, that was just in the video game, which if you don't know what I'm not talking about. Quick story, basically in the video game, Bismuth made a giant rose quartz statue. Way more bigger than the one I think. Of course, I haven't actually played the game. I told this only because of the round table, when they were doing one of the reviews. Maybe this will be bring in a future episode or something. But if it doesn't, then, I guess it's not canon. Besides all that, pretty much besides all that, like I just said, what goes on next is that Bismuth explains that pretty much, you're pretty much now the leader, Garnet's gone. And Steven says, well, Garnet's gonna come back, and Bismuth explains why she's upset and what she tried to do. And it was a little confusing, and, well, pretty much she thought the Crystal Gems would never forgive her after what she tried to do to Steven, trying to shatter her, of course. Well, shatter him, because he's not actually Rose Quartz or Pink Diamond, he's a half-human gem. Half-human diamond now, though. Besides all that, pretty much what goes on next is that pretty much she discusses about that all, and then making bunch of weapons, just talking about it. And Bismuth is just laying down on the floor, just upset. Steven goes up to her, which this is interesting, because this is how it's been for the other three. The same thing with Sapphire when she was upset, then Pearl needed to tell her about the story about Pink Diamond. The same thing with Amethyst about Steven when they were in stressing moods. And with Ruby questioning herself about Sapphire and everything at almost the end of the episode before the proposal. So, pretty much besides all that, the same thing happens again with this. This time Steven is telling her, if they want me, if they care about me, and they see I want you back, then they want you back as well. Pretty much really mean they do care about her and everything. They're just pretty much upset what happened and everything, and pretty much might have forgotten about her. But that's pretty much how it happens, and when they go back, everyone was shocked to see her, of course. Peridot saying, who are you? Which, it's funny. I actually expected Peridot to know what this gem was, not actually knowing who she was exactly, but knowing at least what type of gem she was. Besides all that, everyone's actually happy to see her, and pretty much they're all getting started with the wedding, with Bismuth making rings, a gold and silver ring and everything. Which, actually, this is going to be hilarious for the next one. But I do have a theory what's going to happen next. In the beginning. We pretty much all know what's going to happen for this wedding. I think someone's going to crash it. 2 giant gems, if you know what I mean. If you've seen the promos. But, if you haven't, of course we know that's all going to be happening on Friday. Besides all that, this is Judging Game 34, signing out. Until then, I'll see you all later with my last final review of this 5-part. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all later. Bye!